do you want? A choice. A chance.
There's your chance. Take it.
Grateful.
The day will come when you won't be.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Back again with another throwback review. This is going to be for season 4, episode 6, entitled Live Bait. This was the first of 2 back-to-back flashback episodes of the governor, showing what happened to the governor up until the point where we saw him in internment, where he was outside the prison and, looking at the prison and everything. So this episode and the next episode, which I will review right after this, is going to be showing what happened to him after the season 3 finale, where he killed all the people from Woodbury, and then him, Martinez, and Schumpert left. So, yeah, let's get right into this, guys. The episode starts out, of course, in a flashback. The governor flees after the massacre of the Woodbury army alongside Martinez and Schumpert. They later set up camp at the military outpost where they had ambushed the National Guardsmen months earlier. The governor is sitting in front of a campfire when a female walker approaches him. She falls into the fire and proceeds to crawl towards him, whereby Martinez shoots her in the head. Martinez notes that Philip doesn't even react to the walker approaching him or the subsequent gunshot. The following morning, he and Schumpert decide to abandon the governor, leaving the latter to fend for himself. He then drives back to Woodbury and burns down the entire town. After several months of surviving the elements, he finally collapses on the street. Philip then notices a little girl in a window of an apartment building. He pulls himself back up to his feet and investigates. He finds the Chambler family residing inside, consisting of 2 sisters, Lily and Tara, as well as Lily's daughter Megan, and their ailing father David. They at first warily hold Philip at gunpoint, but then they indulgently lead him to one of the adjacent apartments after confiscating his pistol. After hearing how Philip has survived the last few months, they ask him how long he plans on staying. He replies, just for the night. They also ask him his name, which he replies is Brian Harriet, a name he saw painted on a barn while walking. Later, Lily comes to offer Philip some food, SpaghettiOs. He accepts it, but after she leaves, he scrapes the food off the plate out the window and instead begins to eat a can of tuna he found. He goes and returns the plate and is invited inside. Philip sits down and he watches Megan and David play a makeshift game of backgammon. After the 2 sisters try to help David get up, Philip carries the elderly man to his room. David asks Philip to do him a favor and get the backgammon set that Bill Jenkins, one of his war buddies, had in his apartment up on the floor above them. Philip ventures and finds both the backgammon set as well as a few rounds of ammo. He then hears a noise from the bathroom and finds an undead Bill lying in the tub. Philip mercifully kills Bill and notices a revolver in his hand, which he takes from him. He returns to the Chambler's apartment and gives David the game and leaves. The following morning, Lily comes by to give Philip his gun back and wakes him. When he offered back his gun, Philip tells her to keep it and reveals the revolver that he took. Lily asks him for one more favor before he leaves. David has lung cancer and his current oxygen tank is nearly empty, so he needs a new one. She tells Philip a nurse of a nursing home located nearby and asks him to grab 1 or 2. Philip makes his way there. He encounters several walkers but avoids them. After finding a cart of oxygen tanks, he begins to leave, but more walkers appear. After several struggles, he is able to escape the walker-infested nursing home with 2 tanks. Lily thanks him and cleans a minor wound that Philip received. She lets Megan stay and watch him while she goes back to their apartment. Megan asks Philip how he got his eye patch. Philip claims that he was a pirate and they both laugh. He says that he'll tell Megan the truth, but only if she doesn't tell anyone. Later, Philip is teaching Megan how to play chess when Lily reveals that David has died. Philip tells them to leave, but Lily wants another minute alone to say goodbye. David reanimates and nearly bites Tara, but Philip is able to save them by bashing David's head with the oxygen tank he brought from the nursing home. After David is buried, Philip burns the old photo of his wife and daughter. That night, he goes to say goodbye, but Lily insists that he stays. Philip says that they can't go with him, but Lily reveals that she saw the photo of his family. She further admits that they aren't like his old family, but that Philip has become part of theirs. They leave the building in a delivery truck parked outside. After camping at a lake, their vehicle breaks down, forcing them to abandon it and continue on foot. Philip and Lily sleep together, beginning a relationship. Down the road, Tara ends up injuring her leg. Philip goes ahead and, seeing a group of walkers, orders them to drop their bags and run. While the rest flee, Megan is frozen in place and Philip convinces her to run to him. He then picks her up and leads the others through the woods. As they reach a clearing, Philip and Megan fall into a dugout pit and find several walkers inside. Megan cowers in the corner of the pit while Philip kills the walkers with his bare hands. During this scene, gunfire can be heard in the background, but stops soon after the walkers are dead. Philip hugs Megan and swears on his life that he will keep her safe from anything that may harm her. "I cross my heart," he tells her. He then hears a surprised voice coming from outside the pit. He looks up and sees a bewildered Martina standing above him. Philip repeats, "I cross my heart," as he strokes Megan's hair while staring up at Martinez as the episode comes to an end. Alright guys, that was the quick little rundown review of the first throwback episode of the Governor, showing the Governor's flashback stuff. This is season 4, episode 6, entitled Live Bait. I appreciate you checking this out as always, guys, and like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe, and I'll be back soon with another review. Y'all be good, and I will holler at y'all soon.
Welcome to Woodburn.
This is my pants yet?